today marks the start of the second half of the year for me. Technically, the midpoint of the year was on July 2nd, but I was on vacation and yeah, I couldn't make videos, and also I hadn't actually thought of it. But today I got this feeling of actually today is the midpoint of the year, let's switch the year around or something like this. I made a little list of the things that I want to do. I put some, like, mixed some things that maybe not fit together, but I think they kind of fit. For example, updating my website may look like something mundane and all this, but rewarding things is important. Adding more lists, for example, foods I want to try list, means that I am still on this trying to figure out what I want and condensing it in some, I don't know, legible place or something like that, and trying to do it repeatedly. And even if I have already done it, reward it, right? The hire me page, reward it, that kind of thing. Reading arc. I will now read more. This includes tweets, obviously. This tweet inspired it. I was like, when I read it, I was like, I overread it, right? And I was like, I was going to reply something like, I didn't read this, but it sounds funny, right? Something like that. But I was like, fuck it, let's not say that, and instead actually read it to see what it says. And yeah, I already read it and understood what it says in a slow way, right? And also books. I mentioned this book that I got gifted by a friend who turns 26, I think, this day today. So I thought it was like a nice coincidence, but yeah. I will now read more, like, presently, right? Try to read the words instead of like just letting the words pass, reading the words, right? And I think this is a book that helps with it because the topic is about it. It's about that. So yeah. Inshallah, I will finally get an income. Maybe even blue collar. Like the most probable thing is blue collar. That is kind of the top of mind possibility. And if that does not come around, I made a video of what I am going to do that I may link at the end. But yeah, that is what I'm thinking right now. So yeah, I've been thinking so far this first half of the year. This second half of the year is the half of the year where things start to happen, right? I went to the planetarium as well, and also, like, I've started a little bit at the latter part of the first half of the year. I did do some free activities, so taking this doing things thing literally and to my possibilities. So doing free things. I went to the planetarium. So tomorrow, I'm going to go to like the firefighters museum, and yeah, that kind of vibe, right? So that is kind of the vibe for this second half of the year. Okay, to sum it up, things I want to do this year: keep condensing the things I want and connecting to them and reminding myself that I want them and all this, and discarding the things that I don't want and that I forgot and that I was like, oh, I actually don't care about this anymore, and connecting to the things that I still want. And the means to that I listed before was like updating my website, but that's just an example. Keep making videos of like this. That is also on the table. Be present while reading things, not letting the pages flow over, but engaging with them and reading with intent. That is something that I want to do this next half of the year versus the first half of the year where I barely read anything and where I felt like I was browsing the timeline and doom scrolling and all this, or like watching videos, like getting videos watched but not really watching them. Get some income, save up a little, and switch up this kind of energetic energy, this kind of, I don't know, monetary energy and that kind of relationship to money and all this, from scarcity and all this to like, okay, let's do some things to get money going in the short term, right? Short term, building some kind of buffer and then being able to like think bigger picture again. Like switch up this energy, right? I have been trying to think bigger picture, but I'm cloudy, so I have to do the thing that it takes. I have to do that thing, change it up to be able to actually return to the bigger picture thinking with more energy and with less cloudiness. And then do things, whether income allows for it or not. So if I don't end up getting a lot of income, still try to do things like the free museum kind of things, take advantage of that, as I am going to do tomorrow. And yeah, that's basically this video. At the end of the video, you will have this kind of other video that I mentioned before. So yeah, feel free to watch that.